Hello and welcome once more to Sydney Harbour on a Monday afternoon for the final two heats of the Australian 18-foot skiff championships. Heats 4 and 5, and what a difference a day makes. It's very light air on the harbour, overcast skies, but after two blustery days, Saturday and Sunday, it'll be a light air, big sail breeze today. So good afternoon, wherever you're watching, joining us from Australia, around the world. We say a very warm welcome. And I'm Peter Shipway on behalf of Sail Media, bringing this final two heats to you. And we've got a very, very close contest with a lot to play out for today in these final two heats to declare an Australian champion for 2026. So to get an overview of the weather and his thoughts for the first time today, Dolly DeValva. It's going to be tricky, Dolly. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Shippo. Good afternoon, viewers. Yeah, certainly a different to what we've seen the last few days, mate. It's very light here on the harbour at the moment. The breeze has been light in the southwest, very heavy cloud hanging over the city, which is influencing the direction. We are hoping that it's going to slowly swing around to the southeast, but at the moment we are set up in the course area expecting a sou'easter, but we're still waiting for that breeze to turn. Once again, a lot of muck we're seeing in the harbour right now after all the rain, so boats are going to have to watch out for keeping their foils clear, that's for sure. Low tide we've got at 1610. Yep, 1610, 0.3. So yeah, Pete, I think we might be I don't think Hugh will get a race away and right now until hopefully by the time we're due for signals, the breeze might settle in a bit more.
Well, thank you, Dol. And Jimmy, we've got course signals up on the starting boat. What do we know from that?
Afternoon, Shippo. Afternoon, viewers. Yeah, 6 over 2, so 2 laps. We're starting down in Athol Bight, just in front of Taronga Zoo, and the top mark is sort of up in Rose Bay, almost between Point Piper and Shark Island. Similar position to yesterday, and I think course length will be a little bit shorter than yesterday. Yesterday was 1.3 nautical miles. I think probably see 1.1 in this weight of breeze.
Well, it's vital we get two races in for a number of reasons today. That boats can only drop a race once 5 races are completed. So we've already had 3 races, and the scheduled 2 today. We should, there's enough breeze to sail, that's for sure, certainly a big sail breeze, but if we get 2 completed races today, then a drop will play a very important part in the overall point score. And we might just have a look at the point score after 3 races, but bear in mind, there's no drops at the moment, so somewhat meaningless, but just gives you a little bit of a guide of the standings. And the consistent Shaw and Partners leads on 9 points lost. They've had a second, fourth and a third. GC Sails, who have been very, very good, a 4, 2 and 5 for 11 points. Balmain, again consistent, those boys with a 3, 8 and 7 for 18 points. Black Knight from Germany, boy, did they have a day and a half yesterday, winning both races after they didn't finish in the first race on Saturday. So they're on 23 points. So they will be hoping that a drop will come into play for them. Similarly, Yandu, who's a point behind them, with a first, a second, and it didn't contest the first race yesterday. They're on 24 points lost. Then the Brisbane 18-footers in 6th place. Fisher and Paykel 7. 6th are 8th. 9th is Rag and Famish, and 10th is Oak. Then 11 Vycobi, 12 Bigfoot, 13 Lazarus, 14 Smeg, 15 Club Marine, 16 The Killer Coffee, 17th Gotcha for Life, Ballard, 18, Kitchen Maker 19, and 18-footer Bar and Restaurant round out the 20s. So, as I say, a lot of boats have one bad placing, and they will be hoping a drop comes in after the 5th race. But, Dol, a few boats we saw had some misadventures yesterday. Have you caught up on what happened? Firstly, with GC Sails, that after they rounded the gate, I think for the last time in the last race, they had a man overboard. Did you follow that through?
I believe the tack line, I didn't get to speak to the boys, but I believe that the tack line might have been caught up in the dolphin striker wire underneath the spinnaker pole. Jimmy, have you got more info on that?
Half hitched around the dolphin striker. He said,
you couldn't try and do
No,
it.
he goes, we could try for the rest of the week to try and hitch it, and we wouldn't be able to do it if what had happened.
Yeah, they said they'd never seen that before, and they just had to jump overboard and sort out the problem. But they did it well, and they ended up fifth, and they were had a very good regatta so far. And of course, Yandu didn't make the start in the first race yesterday, Heat 2. Dol, did you follow through with those boys?
I'm told we're not allowed to discuss it. Is that right, Jimmy?
Well, I believe the tack got caught in the whisker wire is probably about as much as we can leave it at that.
Yeah. There may have been an error made by someone there, but we'll leave that alone for now.
Yeah, the tack line jammed when they were coming out, and they tried everything they couldn't move it, and they had to go back and remove the bow pole and rejig it. So they missed that second race, the second heat. So, and then Lazarus, Tom Koenig, he didn't start in the second race yesterday. They broke a wing, and they have repaired that, and they'll be out there today. Bigfoot from Queensland, if you were watching, you might have seen some drama with them when they literally speared the one of the gate marks on one of the roundings, and they did not do... You can touch a mark, and what's the definition of touch? Well,
they certainly touched it.
Yeah, they speared it. But you can gently touch it and carry on without any penalty, but if you really spear it or demolish it or run over it, you've got to do a penalty turn. Yeah. They didn't do that, and the committee went to them afterwards and they said, yep, we infringed, we didn't do a penalty turn, so they were registered as a retirement. But a bit disappointing for them. They've also been impressive this weekend. They've had an 11th, a third, and then, of course, a retirement. So, again, another boat that we're looking forward to getting a drop in the placings. So that was about all. I think any other wash-up from yesterday, Dol?
The Balmain boys at that start,
yes.
Shippos.
Yeah.
So they said that they thought they were over.
Yeah.
So returned to restart and made a meal of the jibe, but they said they were happy to run with our theory of the broken tiller extension. So... but no, in fact, they did think they were over and returned despite their being at the pin end. They said they couldn't see the signals on the boat. So
I spoke to all the crew after the race yesterday and obviously just asked them, and they said, yeah, we thought we were over. All three crew of Henry the skipper and Tom Graham's and Lockie Pryor, they all agreed that they were over. Normally you get one said we're over, one says you're not, and one doesn't know, but they all unanimously agreed that they were over, but they weren't.
They weren't. No signals.
No. But again, they recovered somewhat to finish 7th and currently 3rd on the points. But we're here at Athol Bight off Taronga Park Zoo in light air. A lot of cloud around, very humid. We got a bit of rain in Sydney last night, but nothing like we had the night before. The fleet are now just coming out of Double Bay, and we're scheduled for a 1 p.m. Sydney time start, which is in about 25 minutes. And 20 boats will hit the starting line, and a lot of debris in the water, as you'd expect after all the rain we've had. And just before we get underway, I'd like to pass on the sympathy to Billy Loader's family and friends. He's got many. Former Commodore, past Commodore of the Sydney Flying Squadron over at Kirribilli, did a lot for the class and very popular figure. So we'll remember you, Billy, and I'm certainly your family and friends will remember you as well, and we send our deepest sympathies to you. And of course, we're here at the harbour. What's the breeze, Don? We've got about 6 or 7 knots. Just looking at a few boats going up wind. Yandu's out. They're at the starting area. No mistakes today, I wouldn't think. Just looking at Ashbrook and Smeg. Haven't had the greatest regatta. They didn't finish in the first race yesterday. I don't know what happened to them. They looked as though someone fell overboard at one stage. Jimmy, did you...
Yeah,
did we look back and we could see them in trouble?
Speak to them, but yeah, just up near the top mark, the first time it looked like someone was swimming after the boat madly, but
they didn't finish, and they've had a 7th that didn't finish and a 13th. So again, another boat that's had a significant drop if it comes into play after 5 races. So 2 races today, heats 4 and 5, and after the 5th race, the SKIFFS will be allowed to drop their worst performance. But it is light, looking upwind towards Rose Bay and Double Bay. It's keep saying it in this breeze direction and strength. It's going to be tricky again.
It's in the right direction now, which is a good thing. Hopefully we'll be able to get away on time. With the big rig, we've got a bit of an unknown with the Black Knight. One thing's for sure is the Yandu with the big rig is not an unknown. It's quick with the big rig. We've also seen Balmain and Six performing well in the lighter air. Kobe, they'll be, they've had a bit of a rough few days. I reckon they might come out punching today with a bit of luck. So, but yeah, it's going to be interesting, Shippo. This drop is going to make, once we get 2 races done, the drop's going to make a massive difference to the couple of boats who've got, they're carrying 21s right now. So, for right now, if we did take a drop, the Black Knight's on 2 and Yandu's on 3.
Yeah.
So,
a little bit early yet. But the other thing was, interestingly, Dole, yesterday with a second sail breeze, the Germans had a very old jib on. It was a jib that belonged originally to Yandu. It went to Burrawang. Somehow it found its way to the Black Knight. It didn't slow them down.
Yeah, I believe they are still waiting for a few sails. So
they are. Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see. It did look like a new main they had on today, didn't it, Shippers? You and I were both having a bit of a squiz. What was the headsail they had on?
That was an old headsail.
That was the old headsail as well. Okay.
Baz Atkins was there, fine-tuning the battens. I said to Baz, "Don't touch a thing, Baz. They're fast enough without you slowing them down." But, he
sure he would have had the battery-powered grinder there.
No, he took it all in good spirit, and he goes home and watches it. So well done to you yesterday, Baz. Your boys did very well. So there's GC Sales, another impressive performance for those boys. A 2nd and a 5th yesterday, again in second sail breeze. So this first, the big rig will be a good test today to see who's quick and who's slow, and plenty of room for boat speed and tactics rather than boat handling as such. In these light airs, it's very light here at the starting area at the moment. Be lucky to be 7 knots. A lot of cloud around over the race course and looking away to the southwest over the city.
Fortunately, I think the only traffic we'll be dealing with today will be the ferries. Maybe the odd powerboat, the annoying jet boat.
I've learnt not to say that, Dol.
Put the mocker on.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, something will appear.
Something will happen. We have got a cruise ship going out later this afternoon, but
there's that cruise ship.
We'll be done by then.
See it just to the left of the Opera House, and that's due to dock off at 3:30. Jimmy, I think, is that right?
That is correct, Shippo. Yep, 3:30. Departure.
They do take a little while to get up to here by the time they back out and get going. But
not a lot of room for that one to turn around either.
It doesn't fit under the bridge, I'm guessing.
Well, no, it doesn't. No. Doesn't even come close to fitting under the bridge.
It'll punch a pretty big hole in the breeze if it.
But all going well, we could be possibly finished.
Hopefully we're done by then.
Done by then,
indeed. Yep.
Okay, the kitchen maker just. At the starting area, you can see the light air. Yandu, we're looking at Yandu going upwind. He's 3 strings, but looks okay. He's about 300 metres upwind of the start. There's the overhead shot.
We might have a bit of a spinnaker rigging error on the 18-footer. So the 18-footer bar and grill, is it, Jimmy?
Yeah, it is, mate. I think
they had the clue and the tack around the wrong way by the looks of it.
Slight little error.
Oh, the tack became the clue, did it?
It did, yes.
Okay.
Makes it a bit hard to trim, Chipper.
And we'll just make everyone aware of that, because that way the forward hand will never do it again. I did that to one of my forward hands back in the day. He put the kite round the wrong way, and I said, no, leave it till everyone sees it.
You've got to wear it.
Jeremy Sharp did the same to me, from the Beachel Boy all the way down to Shark Island before he allowed me to get it off. And
let you suffer.
Never ever hooked it up wrong again.
It's a rather rookie error, isn't it?
Well, Is it that hard for sailmakers to write tack on one corner of the spinnaker? Make life a little bit easy?
Or even the crew just write tack, or clue ahead.
Something.
There was that great photo years ago when Ronnie Borkwell was sailing the Tech, an 18-footer with symmetrical spinnakers, and the spinnaker pole, I don't know, was 26 feet long with about 3 stubs in it. They set the spinnaker with the head out on the end of the spinnaker pole.
Upside down.
Well, the tack was
On the halyard?
on the halyard, and the clue was in the right position, but the tack and the head were around the wrong way. Great photo. They went down the run. It looked quite spectacular. So Borky probably let his crew suffer. I'm sure it was the tech, but some old blokes might remember that. There's the fleet coming down. Breeze up a little now, Dole, as we hoped. Probably getting up to 8 or 9 knots.
It is. It's looking promising, mate. So hopefully that holds in that direction. This rain cloud that's over the city gets pushed back, and we can get a nice, clean, even race away.
That's a great shot of the 4 skiffs, and the trailing skiff there is the Black Knight. Again, he's using the spinnakers belonging to, or that formerly belonged to 6th. And we hope on a Monday we've got some viewers, and we certainly have. We certainly have. And thank you for joining us. I hope you're either having a sickie or sitting back enjoying lunch and enjoying the sail media coverage. We've got someone's giving, is this Salt Lab Productions? Is that serial pest, Dylan?
That is that pest.
He's there. Hello, Dylan.
G'day, Pickle.
Yeah. He's giving Sammy, our drone catcher guru, he's riding you down as... He must need a favour, I think, down the track. Shout out to Tom Koenig's mum and dad, Steve and Nikki. Hello to you. I'm sure... hope better day for Tom yesterday. He had that misfortune to break a wing and couldn't start in the second heat. Glenn York's there. Hello to you. Thought you might be watching. Nipper Henderson's there. Someone's watching from Thailand. So, I can't pronounce such a Dame Keek. Anyway, I apologise, but thank you and for joining us. Peter Stevenson.
Pedro, the foiling sailor.
Yeah, he just shared a live feed.
So Pedro is part of our Sailing Illustrated family. Fosey, we're called, Chippo, and I believe you're making an appearance next Friday on the Sailing Illustrated podcast. Is that right?
And that's apparently the case. Yes, it is, actually, with Tom Eamon. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got James Atwood from Maine, USA. Hello to you, James. Well, it's a little bit warmer here, I would think, but it's not much breeze here. Again, the breeze has died again. It's very humid. And fleet of just coming out of Double Bay with not much air at all. It's died away again. Dylan's in the air. Hi from QF 646. Jesus, show off, isn't he?
He'll be at the front of the plane
absolutely.
Too,
Probably telling him how to drive the plane.
Yeah, business class. Yeah.
Dudley Yeller. Dudley Ellard. Hello to you, Dudley, from Brisbane. And so thank you all. So not many people at work today. Greetings from Star, Idaho. May the girls do well today. Well, it's a day that they could do well. It's light air, tricky, and they've both been very good this year in the lighter airs. Now, Ian Barnard, this couldn't possibly be right. He said, my first boat, I put the main upside down. I mean, that'd take some doing.
That's a bit of effort in that.
Really take some doing.
You'd think you'd notice that.
He says, I kid you not. Anyway, well, I hope you've learned, Ian.
Must have been a big night the night before.
Winston 9:05, Sunday evening here, 9 p.m. start. We'll stay watching. We've got, love the orange hull. Yeah, that's spectacular. Trevor Parker. Sydney, British Columbia. Well, he's a regular. Hello to you, Trevor. Chris Percy watching from the Gold Coast. So plenty of viewers, thank you, and everyone at Sale Media really appreciates the comments and you viewing our broadcast. And we look overhead in a very light air, Sydney Harbour. That breeze has dissipated again, Dole.
Yeah, just feels really hot and muggy too,
Doesn't it?
which I don't think is helping. That's lifting the breeze off a little. The boats that you can see just past the committee boat there, they're really starting to not making much headway around the bay right now.
The flag's just fluttering on the committee boat. That course signals 6 over 2. So it's the windward leeward course, 2 laps. The fleet, few have gone upwind and they're making slow progress coming back down to the starting area. But we should be starting on time. We've got about 13 minutes to an actual start.
Shippo, I got a little bit of information sent to me by Scott Watson, who's the Commodore of the Macrae Yacht Club Sailing Club down in Victoria. And that's where our friends who've sort of, they're representing Queensland now, but they are still Victorian. So Scotty Cunningham on the helm, and he just wanted to let us know the sort of stuff that Scott is doing down in Victoria. So he's not only travelling to Queensland to sail the 18-footer, and he's busy working, but down in Victoria he's managing their sail training centre. He's volunteering as an instructor. He's written them the whole strategic plan for membership and getting more kids in particular sailing, doing all that on a voluntary basis. And so everyone down there at Macrae is barracking for them, of course. But I just thought it's really great that I've known Scott for quite a long time. He came through the B14 class and then into the I14s. But like my mate Jimmy next to me here, he sailed one of my B14s that I built back in the day. So
one of many.
Yeah, so I think it's just really great to see someone giving back.
Yeah, what a contributor. That is fantastic.
Fantastic. So thanks for that information, Scott.
Yeah, well, we're one of many that put a lot of effort in, but that's certainly outstanding. So the fleet drifting. It's got lighter, Dole. It's be lucky to be 6 knots here.
Yeah, holding direction, and there's breeze though. So
there's a big cloud coming up out of the southeast.
Yeah,
that's probably going to have a little bit of an influence.
But hopefully that brings a bit more breeze with it. So
10 minutes.
Yeah,
10 minutes to go.
So it is saleable. That's for sure.
So if you've just joined us, we're back on a Monday. Yeah, that's right, on Sydney Harbour for heats 5 and 6 of the Australian 18-foot skiff championship for the Ferry Patrons Trophy today. And the results will come a lot clearer if we get 2 races in today, because that you can drop your worst performance. But we've got to have 5 races. We've already had 3, and we're certainly hopeful of 2 today. But it is light breezes out of the southeast. Have we got a course direction yet, Jimmy, in length? Probably not, have we?
It would be hung over the back of the boat, so I'll go for a little bit of
a little tour. Well, we've got about 8 or so minutes to go to a start up in Athelbite off Taronga Park Zoo, those that know the harbour.
There's that little breeze that the committee boat is sitting face into the tide, not into the wind.
Just see how light it is there. There's some boats coming down under spinnaker. They're really making slow progress. Lazarus the furthest away. He'll get here, but it'll just be won't have much time to get his line sorted out. We're just going round the back of the committee boat now. We got something. Yeah, we've got.
There you go. 1.3 at 110 degrees.
So basically the same as yesterday.
Very similar.
Same length. It was 105 yesterday, I think.
Yeah,
was
105.
Near enough.
Yeah, so basically the same. If you're watching yesterday, the same course, direction and distance. Only a 2-lapper, the first race today. And the race committee looking anxiously upwind.
Hugh pondering.
lot to ponder.
He's looking deep in thought. Yeah.
And the ferry is out today on a Monday. You'd expect a few sickies or people on board, but they had a good roll up yesterday. And then we saw some terrific racing. Well, the 3 heats have been terrific, really. The first race yesterday, Heat 2, I think was decided by 1 second, with Black Knight getting home from GC Sales. It was thrilling racing.
But a completely different game today. Big rig.
Big rig.
So this will be quite telling. You know, as I say, we know a few boats that are quick in this sort of condition.
You've got to find the window first, haven't we?
A few unknowns as well. Look at that shippo there, barely keeping their spinnakers afloat there. They've got Balmain on screen there now. You can see the spinnakers barely holding air in it right now.
I think they're all anxious to get behind the starting line. It's going to take a bit of time to get down there. Look at Balmain. There's the Black Knight, Germany. No insignia on the sail. That's how you'll recognise them. Don't confuse it with the 6th. You confused it a couple of times yesterday, Dole, didn't you?
Oh, not me, mate.
What did I? Yeah, you're perfect again.
I think it was that other bloke next to me.
Jimmy.
They haven't made it easy for us, have they? But,
to make it just as easy today, Brisbane 18 footers hasn't got a logo on their big rig.
Right.
Okay. They've got the darker sails.
They're all black, not all brown.
And word on the street is they're the boat to watch in the light breeze with the big rig.
The Brisbane 18 footers.
Yeah.
Righto.
Okay.
That's the word on the street.
Josh Sloman and Ben Roxburgh and Angus Barker.
So you just put the curse on them, they're gone.
We'll keep an eye out for them.
Well, maybe that's what the Cunningham boys were up to when they told me.
Boy, it's hot here now.
Throwing you off the scent.
It is quite warm.
G'day to the Yeomans family down at Deck Hardware. They're watching. Apparently there's not much going on in the office today except watching 18 footers.
Who else have we got joining us just before we get underway? Sue Hurd from, good afternoon to you, Sue, from a warm Ballarat. Well, it's warm on the harbour. Stephen Spruce. Hello from Halifax, Nova Scotia. Giles, I think he's a regular. Chris Warchurch from Go Fellow Wild Thing 100 teammate Keegs. Yeah, certainly a popular fellow, our Keegs. Chris Percy, good luck to GC Sales and Joel Turner. Okay, 5 minutes to go. We're going to get them away. You're going to try and get them away, Hugh Lester. And you've got to find the wind here. This cloud is just hovering overhead.
The little bit of breeze that we had 10 minutes ago has disappeared. It's hot and humid, and I think it's just lifting off where we are right now. There might be a little bit more further up course, but I think the hot land behind us at the zoo there is just making that breeze lift off.
Yeah, there looks a bit more coming down in the Bradley's Head area, actually, Dole. It looks a
little
darker.
bit more up there.
It's got to drift down here to the start with about 4 minutes just over to go. Lazarus is back. That's the good news for the fans of Lazarus. I know Tom's parents are watching. They're 4 minutes. Hooter's just gone. Yeah, there's a bit of breeze there now, Dole. Very clear harbour at this stage. With the breeze in the southeast at probably 6 or 7 knots.
Well, 7 knots is optimistic.
Yeah, I'm trying to talk it up.
trying to talk it up. Yeah, I'd say 4 to 5 maybe, but...
So where are we going to start? It's
looks like a reasonably even line.
Just pick a gap where the pressure is, and that's not easy.
We're going to want a clear lane, that's for sure. If you get caught in the pack in this condition, you're just going to get chewed up and spat out.
You could be still there 5 minutes later. It's hang on, someone's capsized. What's happening here? Killer Coffee. I was just very quickly, I was talking to Fisher Paykel, Brett Van Munster, and I said, you had a good half of the race. He said, the big Woolworths shopping bag got caught round his rudder. and slowed him right down, he said.
Ugh.
And he'd expect a lot of debris in the harbour after the rain, as we said earlier, but that was a disappointment to them. They'd had a 5th, a 9th, and then it's dropped back to 14th yesterday. But there's Smeg, Ash Rooklyn, 2 minutes 45 to go. The famous sponsor here, Smeg, long-time sponsor of the 18s. To leeward of them is Yandu. Mika Lane steering with Fang Warren and Louis Brake. There's Lazarus. So it's light. There doesn't look much wind down the pin, though, does it, Dole?
Yeah, and if I was 6 and who have we got, Gotcha for life, I'd be getting myself a bit closer to the starting line.
Brett Van Munster's down there and Fisher Paykel too.
Yeah, but he's up near the start line.
Yeah,
you get too far away and this breeze drops out.
It'll clobber you. 6th is well back at the moment.
We'll
2
have
minutes to go.
Tide will be pushing them up towards the line, I think, so they do need to be a little bit careful.
Yeah. So the main bulk up here at the windward end. What's the breeze looking upwind? Oh, there's a bit there. You've got to get out to it. It's about 100 metres upwind of the starting area. There's a little bit more breeze, a couple more knots. But you've got to get there first.
That's right. Getting critical to get out of this zone away from Bradley's Head, I think. If you can do that nicely, you might be able to sneak away. You certainly can't afford to get caught up in the pack.
So we're just about a minute away from the start of the 4th heat of the Australian 18-foot skiff titles. Light air on the harbour. 2-lapper, 1.3 nautical miles to the windward mark up in Rose Bay, just past Shark Island. Here's the boats lining up. Just see how light it is. Lazarus coming in, as he likes to always start up at the committee boat. Normally starts very well. There's the hooter for a minute. Killer Coffee up to windward also. Oh, a few boats, a couple of boats down to leeward.
The Black Knight up near the boat end, caught out, buried underneath, getting
clear.
Blanketed.
It's all about clear air.
Yeah, he's blanketed. He won't be getting out of there in a hurry,
Absolutely
I don't think.
Clobbered. Yandu looks okay, as does Shaw and Partners. 35 seconds to go.
Heinrich trying to squeeze his way out of there.
There's nowhere to go.
No.
There's no wind, nowhere to go, no wind to go.
And same with Brisbane 18-footers, is it, Jimmy, with the no signage?
Yes, mate.
Yeah.
And Kobe trying to go for a port start. We've got 15 seconds. They're all getting pretty close to the line.
Yeah, big foot bags and covers the most advanced right now, but I think they're behind
there's someone.
the line.
Who's that kitchen maker poking his nose out? 3, 2, 1, we go. Oh, Yandu got caught again.
Oh,
look at Yandu bouncing up and down again. Oh, they're now on port, Yandu. Club Marine above them, but it's the Killer Coffee, all clear the start.
Cameron McDonald, nice work.
Cam McDonald, and then the Royal Oak up here, quickly on port at the committee boat. Hugo Stoner, nice start, but it's not much wind. If Royal Oak can get out here in the wind, and Brett Van Munster's done the good job again. Shaw and Partners has gone back. There's no recall, was there?
No recall.
So Keegan went back. Yandu is still behind the line, bouncing up and down in no pressure.
As Rag and Famish in a lot of trouble. Big foot bags and covers.
A lot of boats in a lot of trouble. And then looking away to Double Bay, there's rain coming down. Oh, dear.
Again, there might be some breeze with it, though, Shippo. They might not be a bad
thing. There's
thing.
more breeze at Bradley's, as I kept saying, about 100 metres upwind of the starting line. But it's Fisher Paykel and Kitchen Maker that have got away down at the pin end. There's those two. They've got a little bit of pressure, but there's other boats down there that still haven't crossed the starting line, Yandu being one of them. 6th is handily placed, Jacob Mark. Oh, Yandu, they would be stone motherless at the moment. You just see the light air. 2 crews sitting in, 1 perhaps on the wire. There is Yandu.
And they're in the bad air from the Brisbane 18-footers as well.
With a drop already, he needs a good performance to keep his title hopes alive. As they get out into the main harbour, there's breeze. There's a lot better breeze as we thought. This breeze has finally drifted down, but Yandu and the gas of about 15 boats. He's put the hammer down and just going fast out into the midstream, but we'll concentrate on the other groups, and right up to windward. Is that Ballard Properties? There's one boat right up to windward. There they are. Yeah, but I think they're in very light air.
And well behind.
Yeah, they're
well behind.
Just that overhead threw me a little, but
the key here will be getting... So we've got rain coming out of Double Bay. There might be breeze there. I think the key is to get over there as quickly as you can.
breeze looks has gone back to the right a little.
Yeah, which is where that rain's coming from, Shippo. So,
so just looking from our vantage spot, it looks as though this boat up here is pretty strong. Who's that up?
That's Brett Van Munster, I think.
Oh, I think it is the Fisher Paykel boys.
Fisher Paykel.
Smeg's up here too.
GC Sales also not very well placed right now.
Certainly Ballard Properties, they went into there absolutely still but calm, as is Rag and Famish. You can see Ballard Properties, the top there. They're no breeze, went too far. The breeze is out in the middle, and they're starting to get three strings. Oh, Yandu, look at poor old Yandu. He'd be close to being last.
Yeah, I'd call our best positioned boats right now as being Fisher Paykel and Lazarus. Lazarus with that big rig.
Yeah, he's good in the light air, Tommy.
Goes well in the light.
Yeah, and the White Knight from Germany, you'll see him in a moment coming back on starboard in pressure. See him in a moment. We'll keep going to the right.
The right of
there
his
he
shot.
is.
There
That's
they
him.
are.
That's him, is it? I think that's
it is. Yeah,
Black Knight. He's handily positioned. Just going behind Smeg, but out in front, Brett Van Munster getting a nice left-hander out in the middle of the harbour. There he is. See the rain coming over Bondi Junction, Double Bay, and the fleet all moving quite quickly now. Once they got away from the starting line, this will be a big test for Yandu now. They're a long way back.
Now, I think the Prince has spotted this vein of breeze coming down, filling through the middle of the harbour off Bradley's Head. I would expect he should knock soon, and he'll probably tack onto this new line of breeze.
It's the best pressure.
It sure is.
But the boat's going out to the right. It really take your big header. Brett Van Munster's way down.
It'll give him something good to tack on, though, Shippo.
Absolutely. Okay. Foreground is the Royal Oak. Above him, Lazarus. And above them is Fisher Paykel. Okay, there's Brett Van Munster and Tom Koenig. They're the leading group going out to the right near Clark Island. Oh, this breeze has spiked up here at Bradley's Head. They're full wick here for the Black Knight. We'll see him in a moment. But this is the group coming out to the right. Royal Oak, he's done a nice job.
And there's Lazarus as well as tacked onto that new right-hand pressure.
Yeah, the Royal Oak leads that group. They'll be almost lying in that direction. Oh, it's very brisk now. It's a big right-hander. So pinned down to the left where you don't want to be, and this is the Black Knight, and we'll concentrate on this leading group.
Yeah, it's going to be a big knock for those left-hand boats to get back.
A lot of washout in a couple of mainsails already. Breeze up to about 12 or so knots plus. Rain about to come across the race course. Getting out that quite well. We'll see them a bit later as Yandu. There's close enough again now. But of the leading group, it's Lazarus and Royal Oak. And they're in that breeze direction. They're laying the windward mark. It's gone that far into the right, but the question is, will it remain? I think you'll not put a bit in the bank here, Dole.
Yeah, because
not too much, but
they'll get under point pipe here. It'll get soft, that's for sure. I'm just wondering whether Lazarus and the Royal Oak should maybe foot off a little bit and just sail fast, get through this line of patch,
across the bulk of the fleet. But what's it meant is that our Black Knight got hammered. They went hard in the left. At the moment, they're way back.
It's a long way back from over there.
So the leading group, Club Marines right in the mix.
So the boats that got over to that Double Bay shore the earliest, they've got the biggest benefit of the new breeze coming with that rain out of Double Bay.
They're just starting to head a little. Lazarus down a little, but up to windward is Club Marine, Emma Rankin, Joel Crookshank and Brandon Bike scooting along.
Yep, looking very good.
Going to get lighter before it gets fresher, I think. Oh, a couple of boats trying to come back out of the left. They're getting absolutely hammered.
Not a bad recovery from Yandu.
Correct.
They're up into the mix now from they were just buried at that start. So to get back that quickly, they're in pretty good shape.
Showing Lazarus leading with the Oak and then Bigfoot and then Club Marine, Fisher Pike and Yandu. That's the top 6, but again now that we've got away from Double Bay, it's getting light or lighter. Club Marine have dropped off the speed. They've got a little bit too high, but it's Lazarus and the Royal Oak. And down to leeward just at Shark Island, that's the Bigfoot.
There's the Bigfoot. They're coming back on port from that left-hand side. That looks like they've got a little bit of a favourable shift. It looked like they were going to have a pretty tough time coming back, but it actually hasn't worked out too bad for them.
There's a couple of boats that have been hammered is the Black Knight, Smeg, Shore and Partners.
The Rag and Famish, Pete.
The Rag, where
they're
go?
pointing, yeah.
Where are they, Jimmy?
Just behind 6 there, but heading towards us. They're actually heading towards the Harbour Bridge right now, just about.
Yeah.
Port tack.
At the front, we're seeing the higher you get, or to windward, the worse you're going to get now. Royal Oak has dropped off the pace.
The Bigfoot have really benefited off the breeze bending around the island, but now they've tacked. They've got to come back, and it's a big, big header.
Yeah, so it's between the Bigfoot and Lazarus. And Yandu, he's really making some headway. Okay, see the Bigfoot coming back on a shocker, really. He's
massive header.
Oh. So probably this weather mark, they're only about 100 metres away.
Yeah. If Lazarus can lay this without attack, they're looking in very good shape.
I think it'll be tight laid. Royal Oak probably will lay. Oh, the tackbacks is punishing. When you come back on port, it's not pretty. I think Lazarus might do this.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty confident they will.
Only about 40 metres to go. Mark Chapman and Tim Westwood and Tom Koenig. They're going to do it. He's going to lead. 4th heat of the Australian titles. A 2-lapper, so 1 lap down, 1 leg down. He's around. Now, what do you do here, Dole?
Oh, very tight for Brett Van Munster.
It's a jibe set. With the battens across, but okay, so Royal Oak, Jerome Watson, Daniel Watson with Hugo Stoner, bit of yelling going on. Oh, Lazarus nearly ran into Balmain. Okay, Royal Oak, bear away set. Brett Van Munster, light air, trying to get round. He'll be 3rd. And look who's 4th. Is that Yandu 4th?
Yeah.
Gee, what a recovery and a half that was.
Indeed.
From where they were. Now, all these boats that went into the right are coming round, and the boats that went left, unfortunately, have got absolutely been demolished. Okay, so Fisher Paykel around, jibe set, Yandu jibe setting. Then Balmain consistently around, Club Marine around, both the jibe set. Then Killer Coffee having their best outing. Then 6th. No sign of the Black Knight.
Yeah, we've got Black Knight and Shore and Partners still to come, like 2 of the big players.
And GC Sales.
Black Knight coming straight at us now.
Oh, he's nearly last or second last. Okay, Vycobi is around. Shore and Partners coming in from on port. Kitchen Maker There's Shaw and Partners, Keegan. He'll get a gap to get in there. Throws her around. Kitchenmaker around. Shaw and Partners round. Is that the big foot, the next?
It is, yeah.
Gee, he lost out. He looked good there, didn't he? And then came back on a shocker.
It was that port tack back. Yeah.
But what's happened is, Dol, that this cloud's moved over the city and the breezes died again. That's what's happened.
We just got a little spike with that rain that came through.
And look at our friends in the Black Knight. They are so far back. Wow, that's a disappointment. They looked good for a little while, but they went left. They went left.
They're already carrying a 21, so they can't afford. They've got their drop. They can't afford another bad race.
Still to go round. That's the 18-footers.
Yeah, Jimmy put the commentator's curse on those poor blokes.
GC Sales is still to go round. 18-footer bar and restaurant, and then Rag and Famish. And they all got dumped. That group that went to the left. Who's still to come?
Smeg, Bella.
Well, he was way in the left. And that just
Smeg, Bella Property, and Gotcha for Life, I think.
Oh, gotcha. So it's a light air run now.
Standout performance right now after that great start. Cameron McDonald in the Killer Coffee Company.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Oh, we've got 6 with a huge rip in the top of their spinnaker.
See it there, top and the right of the screen.
And it's about to completely explode. Yeah.
It's going to get worse. Oh, dear.
That's unfortunate for them.
They've got a spare one out here. They've just got to go ask the friends for it back.
Yeah, true.
Well,
we're really seeing a bit of everything in this regatta, aren't we?
if you like close racing and ups and downs, we've certainly got that, as you say, Dol. But the challenge now is coming from Balmain and Yandu. Way
Fisher
down to Leeward.
Fisher Paykill still in the mix.
But the Black Spinnaker is belonging to Lazarus.
And they're looking very light on Lazarus.
His bow down there. He just needs to get the bow up, I think, Tom. These boats are rolling across him up to windward, but they've still got a runway down to left, to leeward. They're now getting a bit of a header, this leading group. Lazarus not in as much gas as the boat's up on his hip or to windward of him. Fisher Paykel's, the boat has done well. You'll see them all in a moment. Okay, there's Yandu. Orange Spinnaker Balmain, the white Spinnaker Fisher Paykel. That's the leaderboard, and they're about halfway down this first Spinnaker run to the gate.
Lazarus has just picked up a little bit of breeze now, so
the breeze has gone into the right again here, and this is the fourth heat if you've just joined us. One more race to go after this, and light air. You can just see how light it is. One crew sitting in.
So this big cloud's coming over from the city direction now. It's starting to influence the direction back towards the south-southwest. So I'd expect this next work right now probably might be a reach.
So Lazarus has done well to defend his lead. He's well down to leeward and he's got some pressure. And off camera, we're looking at 60. Spinnaker's still holding together. I don't know for how much longer, but that's a great shot of 1, 2 and 3 on the water. Lazarus, he got nice and low and he's almost laying down to the gate, I would think, at that angle. So there's a huge advantage to Lazarus.
I think he's probably underlaying the gate right now.
You can see the big cloud hovering over the city and a bit of rain over the harbour bridge in the Kirribilli area. It's still light. One crew in, one on the wire, one half out. Boats all in the same mode.
Still line abreast, but Lazarus a long way to leeward of Fisher Paykel and Balmain.
They've dropped Yandu off a little here, this leading group.
So Fisher Paykel and Balmain, they will have to put in another
Certainly
couple of jives.
at least,
So
yeah.
that is going to be expensive and will play to the advantage of Lazarus.
If the breeze stays the same, he's going to have a nice lead, Lazarus. I think he's laying the gate, isn't he? Or he might have...
I think he will.
He's definitely laying the gate.
Yeah, he's got a header.
Shippo.
Yeah, he's got pressure on getting the bow down. Good effort here.
Those gate marks are a long way apart today, aren't they? Quite a bit of separation between the two, certainly more than we had yesterday.
It'll make your decision making a lot more important with them that far apart.
When they're that far apart, it certainly does. Yeah.
And there's the live tracker on. You can. There's a QR code which will come up shortly, which is how you can find it. There it is. There. Get your phones out, snap that, and you can follow the live tracking on there while you're listening to us or watching us.
Do we need to be out here?
Well,
We just
yeah, we do
clip that.
need to be out
We
here.
could go and watch ourselves. Okay. Righto, a few jibes coming up.
Yeah.
Oh, Lazarus has extended beautifully down this run.
As I said, this couple of jibes for these other two is going to be very costly. Lazarus about to round.
He's jibing. He hasn't laid down yet. He's jibed. And he's going for the right-hand gate. See the left-hand gate above him. Oh, it's gone lighter here, Dollars. This cloud drifted away. The sky's cleared. We've got a time here. It's a little bit insignificant because the boats are so slow if they speed up. But anyway,
I've got it for you, Shippo.
okay, good. Thank you.
So it's a change of course at this bottom gate, Shippo. So Charlie Green minus at the bottom gate. So they're moving the mark to starboard, and a minus means that they're shortening the course length as well.
Okay, well, he's got some pressure to get round.
So we won't get between the boat that's advising him and the boats.
A significant lead to Lazarus.
Hopefully Peter Timworth doesn't blow the pea out of his whistle. I want a decent sound signal.
This is a massive lead. So I know Tom's parents are watching. Well, we certainly won't count our chickens, but he's got a very, very comfortable lead. There's that lead. He's round and on his way in towards Bradley's. I think he's probably got to get out into the middle of the track here. Because it's that sort of day that you can get let down very quickly. So we're seeing where's Balmain gone? Oh, they went right up to a very tight angle to come in this light air. That's them with the orange chute spinnaker. There's Yandu. You can see them with the red and blue oval. They're in about 5th position. Fisher Paykel's going to be next around, I think. He's off camera. He's going right in under Bradley's. His green chute is the Royal Oak, and here's Fisher Paykel just jibing. And a nice little bit of breeze. And in the background, Lazarus still going into Bradley's. Gee, don't get trapped in there, Tom.
I was thinking Fisher Paykel left that jibe a bit late, and they certainly did.
Nothing like living on the edge.
No.
Making it really hard for
He'd be
himself.
second. Drop jibe, I would think. And then Balmain will be third. Coming in on a pretty good angle. And Lazarus has finally tacked up near Bradley's. Okay, Fisher Paykel. We can hear the signals coming off race committee rim. Change of course.
2 minutes and 5 seconds.
That's pretty nice. Lead, Balmain, you can see the light. They're trying to run a bit square. Okay, they'll be around third. And next will be Hugo Stoner, I think, in the Royal Oak, in the green spinnaker. He's going to the left-hand mark. Wherever that is.
I think he'll
it's a
jibe.
long way back,
I
left-hand
think the left-hand mark's not really in play for this. It's a long way down.
Oh, look at Fisher Paykel. He's almost stopped after he went round the mark. But meanwhile, Lazarus keeps on keeping on. Out in the middle, it's right-hand pressure. Oh, look how light this is. Oh, there's a bit of yelling going on here.
Yandu.
They're
claiming an overlap.
Club
But
Marine.
might have been a bit late.
Gee, no, he's not going to get round here.
No.
He's got to do a turn, Yandu. Royal Oak has closed the gate. And behind Club Marine, Emma Rankins, poor old Yandu, not having his best day. There's just no breeze here, Dol. It's just got very light. And just see Fisher Paykel just getting a move on in the background. And then Vykobi's made a good comeback. They'll be next after Yandu, who are jibing.
I think
Killer Coffee.
Cameron really hanging in there. Great job.
Yeah. Yandu are around in a little bit of breeze. Vykobi will be next. All going to this right-hand gate. And the breeze is way in the right.
Believe it or not, Shibbo, the sixth spinnaker is still just hanging in there.
Yeah.
Like I think the
Well,
breeze
it's only-
increased by 2 knots. I think over the end of it.
But it's been
Yeah,
a pretty slow run for them. Right out in the middle, you can see Lazarus. He's really bowed down and just tacking over now. And okay, Vykobi round, and there's Shaw and Partners. They're probably about 9th or 10th. Then the Kitchen Maker will follow them. And still no sign. Well, there is a sign that orange spinnaker to the right is the Black Knight. Sky clearing away over Rose Bay and Point Piper.
Unfortunately, that means that the breeze drops. And when we get a bit of cloud come through with some rain, we get a bit of a spike in the breeze. But as soon as it heats up, this breeze just fades away.
Let's see, right, that boat going upwind near that blue spinnaker and white spinnaker, that is Lazarus. He's got pressure, he's high in the right. He is just streeting them at the moment. So, back at the gate, the Kitchen Makers is jibing. He's got to drop and jibe. Coming in from starboard is the Big Foot, well back, and also GC Sails, and then in front of him is
The Brisbane 18
Brisbane
footers.
18. So the Brisbane boys are all together. Then following them is the Black Knight. Then 6th. And then a few more to come. Rag and Famish being one of them. Well, how do you play this, Dol? I mean, it's... I think you just
you've
work
just
the
got-
middle, I think. a
Yeah,
bit.
just keep chipping up to the
Yeah.
pressure whenever you can.
Can't get caught on one corner like the boats that went left in the first beat did. So this is the final beat.
And I think, Jimmy, with your much better, younger eyesight, I think that's the mark just off the point.
Yeah,
is it?
just off
Yeah.
the point.
So it hasn't moved a long way to the right, but it has moved to the right.
It's going to be light up at the mark, that's for sure. Royal Oak coming out of Bradley's, and then right in on the shore is our Balmain. So there's the overhead of the race leader, Lazarus. Where did Fisher Paykel end up in all of that?
In on,
he's going in.
heading into Bradley's
Okay,
head.
so Balmain is second now.
They are, yeah.
Got himself into second, and also Shaw and Partners is very close to being third. But anyway, let's concentrate on this team, this young team. Still not in massive pressure. You can still see Tom sitting just on the rack there, just trying to get 2 on the wire, well forward in the boat. Getting the bow down, the stern up, but it's light. Dol, it's back to about 6 knots, or even lighter.
Yeah, the big danger will be when we get on the run,
Yeah,
if the breeze fills in from behind. But right now, Lazarus, you know, they have been exceptional this year in the light air and towards the end of last year.
So this is the battle here for second and third. Oh, it's a punishing tack coming out on port. There's a ferry coming around Bradley's Head, which
And a big stink boat.
these two boats won't have seen. So Brett Van Munster probably can tack, or they're going to try and squeeze through here. There's not much breeze where they're going. I can see that. We can see it. Not much on the water.
Be lifting off over the headland.
So it's quite calm where they're going. Balmain got a wriggle on, but that's the lead. Look at Lazarus.
Wow.
He's right up near Shark Island, and the others are just bouncing off Bradley's Head. Oh, it's a punishing one coming back.
Oh, they're not going to cross that ferry either, are they, Jimmy?
No.
No.
Has anyone gone hard into the right? They haven't. They're all hanging into the left. And meanwhile, Lazarus just got work down the middle, smart sailing.
I don't think they've tacked, have they, Lazarus?
No. Or maybe a short
I think
one.
they-
short one
down
back
the
there.
bay.
They went out on port for a
And
little
then they've
while.
sailed all the way up.
Oh,
from
that
there.
mark is quite significantly to the right under Point
And a little
Piper.
shorter, maybe 100
Yeah.
metres shorter.
And it's super light where they're going.
It's going to be super light at that mark.
That's how far they are in the lead there. The green arrow down in the bottom right-hand corner of that screen, Shippo, and the orange boat is obviously Balmain, the blue boat being Fisher Paykel, just there off Bradley's Head, that bit of land mass.
Yep. Oh dear. They're just coming into Shark Island, and there's a little bit more pressure coming out of Rose Bay. That's what probably they're looking at to get back on port. There's the scene from Bradley's Head. It is light.
And that ferry just punched a huge hole in the breeze.
Just to help things along, right?
Yeah. Balmain managed to sneak across. That'll help their cause, but they're in very light air and heading massively.
Well, you can see how calm it is ahead of Lazarus. He's just trying to get a little bit of pressure to tack in. He's got to do it shortly. That's Shark Island Wharf on the southern side.
Not a whole lot of breeze on his right there at the moment to head to.
There's the cardinal mark. He's just looking for one to go back on. Oh, he's lifting now. He doesn't really want that, but he probably needs the pressure more than the lift. As long as there's pressure.
He can afford to stay on a lift for, I reckon,
Yeah.
half an hour, Shippo. How much lead he's got.
Yeah, well, it's tricky. But you'd say he's really opened up. There he goes, tacking now.
That's where the Club Marine last work snuck up that shore, but when they finally tacked,
It was terrible.
it just crucified them, yeah.
There's Shaw and Partners. Got right-hand pressure. There's pockets of wind up here at the weather mark where we are positioned at the moment, but it's only pockets. There's a lot of holes in the breeze. There's Fisher Paykel and Yandu. Fisher Paykel in pressure. Obviously, Yandu not doing too much there.
And then in front of them, Shippo is the Royal Oak, I think. There they are.
Yeah, there's Hugo. It'll be a very good day out. The breeze looks as though it's way in the right here, Dol, where we are. Oh, look at Lazarus. Don't throw away your tickets yet. It's going to be very, very
we're going to get
tough
into this.
run.
The 100-metre radius around this mark is...
There's nothing.
There's nothing, and probably coming from all directions of the
Looks like
compass.
southwest here at the moment.
It's not pretty.
Well, all the yachts at the Prince Edward Yacht Club are laying to a sou'wester. Probably more tide
That'd
than
be
wind.
the tide, yeah.
The ones in Double Bay are
What are they?
East.
East.
Southeast. Yeah,
Oh.
these boats in front of us are sitting in the tide.
So there's an opportunity here, perhaps, but massive tacking angles, and Lazarus trying to get to his the windward mark. But once you get there, there's nothing up here. We're positioned right at the windward mark. Little puffs in the bay.
Yeah, Jimmy's just pointed out there's some, they puff and paces or something
Yes,
doing
they are,
the
in Rose
training
Bay.
in Rose Bay.
Performance boats, Dol.
They're, that's where you cut your teeth, Jimmy. There's breeze up in Wallara, so hopefully that's going to start to filter
Okay,
down
so
to us.
now they've tacked the Lazarus, and there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing where they're aiming for. Painted ship on a painted ocean. Look at that. The boats, meanwhile, are a little bit quicker. As you can see, Fisher Paykel moving quite nicely, just going behind Lazarus. Lazarus have got absolutely nothing.
Completely parked.
Shippo, the one that's snaking up the inside of everyone is Balmain. And Club Marine, I think it is just over.
Oh, yeah, Balmain have made a big inroad
not
here.
on screen, but just...
They've hooked onto some sort of south-southwest.
Yeah, there's a little sou'wester puff coming off the
shore.
western side of Point Piper. Lazarus gets that, might get them up to the mark, but after that, a spinnaker run could be pretty ugly for everyone. Well, that's the overhead scene. Lazarus becalmed in the foreground. But this breeze is going to get to him. Oh, I don't know whether it will. Dollars coming out from Point Piper.
I think it'll get to Club Marine probably before Lazarus. Shippo.
Where's Club Marine? Oh, they're high on the right. Okay, Emma Rankin.
Possibly.
Well, this is really throwing this title wide open.
Don't tear up your tickets.
No. There's breeze building at the mark. That's the good news for Lazarus. We're in a little puff here. There's probably 5 knots. And it's 5 knots more than Lazarus has right at the moment.
They're just picking it up now,
Okay,
Shippo.
just got rolling. So they went off shot there. Yep, it's good that breeze that we were looking at and where we are at the mark just
Finally got to them.
It's got to them, and it's right-hand pressure, and they'll get it before anyone. So they'll probably get enough to get up to the mark. And it looks as though, as you said earlier, Dol, filling out from Rose Bay. There's a couple of like 29ers or 49ers coming down with spinnakers that are doing okay. Now there's Lazarus. He's tacked.
And then the decision on where to go on the run is going to be crucial and very tricky.
But he is moving quicker than any other boat in the fleet. That's the good news for Lazarus. Look at Yandu. Oh, dear. You can see the breeze coming down to them. But the boats up to windward are going to get it first. So it looks like Club Marine have wriggled their way into a second place. Okay, Lazarus approaching the mark. He's got a couple of boat lengths to go. Tack, and then the run home. It's not going to be an easy run. Oh, Vycobi's becalmed down there. Fisher Paykel's becalmed. Yandu's becalmed. Club Marine, by hanging to the right, will be clearly second. Okay, Tom Kunick is around just having a look at the breeze.
And the one that got probably spat out there was the Royal Oak Hotel. Shippo, they
Yes, yeah.
still down near Bradley's,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
So Lazarus is around. Just a bear away set. He's just got to stay on this pressure. And it looks as though it's filling in. Do you jibe? What do you do here, Dol? I think
while he's got some, he's just got to run
with
out.
it. Run with it.
Yeah.
So you'll see at the moment, Club Marine just coming into shot. There they are.
Needs to
Jed Cruikshank and Brandon Bynick and Emma Rankin. They are clearly second. And the boats are starting to get a bit of a rumble on here. Now, Club Marine will be second. Lazarus is running away in first place, just trying to hook in to stay into the breeze. Third will be Balmain. Where did Yandu end up in all of that? Is that them still out the back?
They're still them off the Cardinal market.
Down below Dennis Connor Reef.
So there'll be second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Okay, Club Marine in pressure around. Oh, it's still game on here. Breeze is filling in.
She's going to have a bit of breeze here.
Yeah, look at that. The bear away.
Just under a minute and a half to Club Marine.
Yeah, I think they've got a jibe on Lazarus, have they? Do you think?
Throw something at them, maybe.
Yeah, okay. Balmain next.
I think for them it's probably more about controlling Balmain, who are going to be behind them.
Yeah, they're pretty good operators, Balmain downwind.
She's on a high angle there, though. You're right, shippers, I'd be jibing.
I think you got a jibe off that one.
There she goes.
Okay, Balmain attacking on the lay.
She was listening to you.
Speezy might have been talking to her by remote control. She would have done the opposite.
On the VHF.
Yeah, okay, Balmain. Henry Larkins is around straight into a jibe, I think. Yep.
So 2 minutes to Balmain, which was the deficit for first and second at the bottom mark.
Okay, so Lazarus has gone out on extended a long way on starboard and now jibe. Balmain, get that sheet on, boys. Come on, Lockie. Okay.
Good recovery from Keegan York coming in on our right-hand side, massively overlaid.
And fourth, have a look at fourth.
The Killer Coffee Company.
Go the Killer Coffee.
Our friend Nick will be jumping out of his skin. Hopefully you're watching, Nick.
We've had, they probably had a lot of coffee this morning. Oh, it's still light. Club Marine getting a scoot on down there. That's Lazarus, top of screen, black spinnaker. Long, slow run. Where did Yandu? Oh, Yandu's coming back on a shocker. So it'll be... Next around will be Shaw and Partners up to fourth. That's an interesting placing for Keegan for the title. Killer Coffee will be after Shaw and Partners, then Fisher Paykel, then Vycobi, and then probably Yandu. Boy,
the big gain here has been made by Club Marine. If she can get a little bit of breeze out of the left, which doesn't appear to be coming just yet.
There's still a few holes in this breeze dial looking at it where we are.
Oh, she's just picked one up now.
Yeah.
Bow down and accelerating. She's going to go over the front of Lazarus.
Balmain up to windward, not got much pressure either. Hasn't got any pressure. Yeah, Club Marine motoring along. Bow down with pressure. Manly Ferry coming round Bradley's, bound for Manly. Will that have an effect? Maybe not.
In a year of first shippers, we've had a female win a club championship heat for the first time, a state championship for the first time. Will we see a national championship heat for the first time?
Well, every chance now. It's a race in two, really, and Balmain just not quite out of it, but still a fair way away. So there's more breeze coming down. The trailing pack are bringing more breeze down with them, but they're a fair way back.
Well, where we're heading, where they are heading, there is no breeze.
No. So down there, the starting and finishing area, it's flat calm. It's a few tricks to play out yet. It's a wait and see game here for these two boats. Club Marine and Lazarus.
Now it looks to me like Emma's about to pick another little zephyr of breeze out of the left-hand side.
Yeah, they've got more pressure than Lazarus.
Good to see Lazarus have bagged up their gear a bit when they rounded that top mark and sailed a couple of 100 metres. They still had everything.
Yeah, Club Marine's getting down across the bow of them.
And breeze coming down from Balmain, just left of
Balmain
picture.
rocketing down.
There's the live telemetry from both boats on the bottom of your screen.
But off camera, Balmain are rocketing in contention here. They're riding a puff down.
Lazarus about to pick up that pressure. Club Marine's just getting into it now.
A race in 3. It's back to a race in 3. Now Club Marine have got the pressure.
Going right down around the bow of Lazarus.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, as you can see, the team of Henry Larkins on the Balmain really starting to close in. But Emma Rankin is just
smelling the roses on Club Marine.
sneaking away.
It's more breeze coming down. Now Lazarus has got it. But the breeze is filling in from behind. And it's now getting in down into the starting area. We've got about 200 metres to go, maybe a bit more, 300 metres. Emma Rankin leads, Club Marine. Balmain and Lazarus hot on attack. Getting a bit lighter.
Bit of a ferry wash just upsetting them a bit there, but getting through it.
Jibe angle critical here.
The big mover, but still with work to do, is Balmain. They're really coming into the mix here. They will jibe and have advantage over Lazarus. Picking the time to jibe here is going to be critical. Want to try and only do one if you can.
It's closing up. It is closing up. Club Marine gone soft. Balmain rolling down to them. Lazarus is also. Club Marine be nervous now. Oh, Balmain are almost about 3 or 4 boat lengths behind. Are they going to jibe? They are. Balmain are jibing. Interesting move. Club Marine jibe in tandem.
Yeah, Lazarus is going to jibe and get
Lazarus
the best of this breeze.
Balmain did a nice job, so did Club Marine. All 3 now approaching the finishing line. We've got about 150 metres to go. It's Club Marine in front. Emma Rankin looking good with pressure, laying the finishing line. Maybe a little jibe at the end, but she's got the angle pretty nice.
Yeah, and there's quite a bit of favour in the boat end of the line too. She's closer to that end.
She's going to do it now. A bit more history made on Sydney Harbour. Emma Rankin about to win the 4th heat of the Australian title. Jed Cruikshank and Brandon Byank accompanying Emma, and here they come. About 40 metres to go. The battle for second is clearly with Lazarus at the moment. Oh, it's got light. Come on, Emma, you can do it. She can do it. Wonderful performance in these very light, tricky conditions. 1 jibe, a boat length to go.
Oh, still not there.
So, there now. Club Marine first. Terrific performance.
There they go.
Tricky conditions. Club Marine first. Second. Oh, it's a battle for second. Battle for second. Between Lazarus and Balmain. I think Lazarus will get there. Yeah, Lazarus second. Well sailed, Tom Cunich. Very hard to defend from in front like it was in these conditions, and he did everything I think he could have. I don't think he could have done much more. So he'd be very happy with that. And then, is this the Killer Coffee?
It is the Killer
wow,
Coffee.
Go the Killer. Killer Coffee in 4th place.
Great result for the Killer Coffee.
Cam McDonald, Max Voss and Nick Rosensauce. That's terrific. That's certainly their best performance. Wily Old Campaigner, Cam. Now, 5th will be Shaw and Partners. Now, this is interesting for the point score.
Certainly is.
Shaw and Partners. Oh, Yandu's way out the back. Okay, Shaw and Partners 5. 6 will be between Vycobi, Fisher Paykel and the Royal Oak. So we'll do an unofficial point score shortly. Shaw and Partners about to come across in 5th place. Keeps them in contention, you would think, with consistency. 6th is going to get this, Jimmy, Vycovie or Fisher Paykel?
Vycovie.
Vycovie.
Be my guess.
So to go with their 2 6ths from yesterday. Yep, so Vycovie 6th, 7th will be Fisher Paykel. They're across. Royal Oak having their best outing too. In 8th. And then next
will be Yandu, I think.
Yandu.
Shippo?
Yep. I think. And then the breeze is back up again. It's about 6 to 7 knots. It's our friends in 6th. You see them still with that massive tear in the spinnaker. It's getting bigger and bigger. They're still getting downwind. So Yandu, 9th. That'll put a dent in their hopes, I would think, for the title. So Yandu 9, and then 10 we're going to have
GC Sales, I think.
Well, they've come back.
Decent recovery for them.
Yeah, GC Sales, they've improved from where they were, but it was that sort of day. You could win it or lose it very easily, and we saw that to Lazarus. They had everything in their favour except the wind, and then Club Marine, Emma Rankin, did a terrific job on the run, had a little bit more pressure, and become victorious in Heat 4. Is GC Sales coming in 10th position. Neat job, and they're across. Then 11th will be the Rag, Ben Crawford. Just down a little bit in the Kitchen Maker in 12th. Next will be Bigfoot. I think they'll cross.
Port and starboard with the Black Knight, but they'll get across.
Okay, Black Knight, not their day. This race got buried early, and just a day you could not recover. Went the wrong way up the first beat, which was easy to do. And look at this. There's Black Knight across 14th. Then we go back to 15th. Just have a look at this.
I'm surprised how that's holding together.
Well, like you said before, Jimmy, if there was another couple of knots, it'd just completely disintegrate, but they're lucky it's light. Certainly got a lot worse than it was.
Looks a good way to sail with the Venturi. Didn't they think that was the way to go at one stage? But
yeah,
I don't think so.
They tried that in the America's Cup or something.
Yeah, they had like a vent in the middle of it.
Vents, yeah. So he's got about 60 or 70 metres to go. There's the jibe. He's jibed it all right. Oof. There it flops through. Poor old Jacob. So he might get his other spinnaker back from the Black Knight. So they'll be across in 15th position, the 6th. And
18-footer bar and grill.
No, is this...
18-footer bar and grill. The light blue spinnaker.
Yeah, 18-footer, that's good. Luca Gambacorti, Nick Livermore and Max Kovics. That's their good effort from Luca. And then who we got? Ballard Properties.
Ballard Property, and then Smeg.
Oh dear, not a good day for Ash. Not a good regatta at this stage. Only one race to go. Okay, Ballard Properties across. Ballard Properties. 17, 18 will be Smeg. Who are we missing? Gotcha for Life.
Gotcha for Life, it's just at Bradley's head.
And the Brisbane 18-footers club.
Where did they go? No.
Have I put the mocker on them that hard?
You certainly did, Jimmy.
I didn't see them finish, did they?
Didn't see them finish, no. Can you see them on the tracker there, Chits? Okay.
GC.
Gotcha for Life off Bradley's head.
Well, what do we make of that, Dole? It was topsy-turvy.
Advantage Keegan York on
Points.
on Shaw and Partners, I would think. If he can put another good race together and stay in front of particularly Yandu, he's looking pretty good.
Yeah, well, we'll give you some unofficial points. Of course, with one more race to go, there's no drop at this stage, but Shaw and Partners has got 14 points. GC Sales 21. Balmain 21. Black Knight 37. Don't forget he's already got a did not finish, so that will count.
He's got a 21 to drop.
Yeah, Yandu 33, Brisbane 18's 34, and then I don't think anyone else really has a chance. So Shaw and Partners, yeah, very strong position now to win this Australian title. I just don't know whether anyone can beat him, actually. I don't think they can. If he counts all his races now, he's got a 2, 4, 3 and a 5, which adds up 6, 9, 14. So if he... I don't think he can be
beaten.
Oh, maybe, hang on, no, maybe that's not quite right. If GC Sales wins, he would then drop his 10th to go to 22, be 12, yes. Balmain similarly, if he wins, he go to 22 and drop an 8. They could go to 14. Yes, I think it's between Shaw and Partners, GC Sales and Balmain. But they've got both GC Sales and Balmain, I think, have got a win.
They've pretty much got a win.
Yeah. Or if Keegan gets better than 5th. Yeah, so advantage very much so, Fisher Paykel. Consistency paying off for Keegan, Matt Stenter and Tom Anderson. Well, Keegan won it, I think, 3 years ago. And
Shaw and Partners.
Shaw and Partners, I knew it was that, yeah. He could take another title here, Keegan. So we wait as the breeze is back again. The sky is cloudy again.
Second Australian title in 2 weeks.
Yeah, winning the 4. Oh, is this the Brisbane
18 footers I've just found them.
Yeah, well, they're a long way back.
I really did put the curse. I am not talking about them ever again.
Jimmy's tip for the day. Yeah.
Yeah, apparently really quick in the light breeze. Yeah, one of my best calls.
Yeah. Just wondering where you got that info, Jimmy. A very happy Emma Rankin and crew coming past us.
Fantastic.
Super effort. Breaking more
records.
More records, making new challenges for people to chase. Fantastic.
So Heat 4 is coming to a conclusion. 1 to go. There's breeze back in again. We're still waiting for a couple to come down to the finish. And then we can get the 5th and final heat underway, which I think there's enough breeze to certainly do that. It's just a matter of the course configuration.
Yeah, it's actually almost back to top mark, back to its original position now, I would have thought.
Yandu and Black Knight both really at the start got messed up, didn't they? And they just couldn't get back into it.
Yeah, needed to be a little bit more conservative than what they attempted there.
And a little bit more pressure would have helped them as well. But once you got back behind people,
that's what I mean.
Passing lanes just close up, don't they?
But they put themselves in that crowded position. They should have maybe been a little bit more conservative and just found some room.
There's the Brisbane 18-footer, just the final boat to finish. So that was a disappointing outing for those boys, but it was that sort of day. 0 to 0 in pretty quick time.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they lost that much time, to be honest.
Just as they finish, the AP flag has gone up on the committee boat. So we're under a little delay.
Hugh will often do that, Shippo, just as so people can reset, and then he'll use it sort of like as an extra minute
Attention.
signal for him.
It'll go down, and then you've got a minute until the 5-minute signal. Keeps everyone on their toes. But yeah, breeze back, pretty much back to where we started, I think.
Getting some wisdom from Mr. Michael Coxton saying Jimmy Yandu can win it if they come first or second and Keegan is fifth. Thank you, Cocker. That's what you think.
30. What did he say? Yandu gets first and second.
And Keegan is, yeah.
So 1, 2, 1, 4, 13, yeah.
Shippo's just reviewing his numbers for you, Cocko.
No, I think that's 100% right. So he's 30 there because he drops. Yeah, he's got a win. What about our German friends? Where are they? Like
Just to confuse things up a bit more for you, Shippo, the 6 has now got a new spinnaker.
Yeah, what's on it?
It's a blue spinnaker.
Oh, good. Okay, well that's.
Cocko obviously having a busy day in the brokerage office, watching the 18-footers.
Up there at Mac Marine.
Yeah.
So 4 boats in play. I think that's right. Shaw and Partners, GC Sales, Balmain, and Yandu. Okay, AP down. 6 over 2 the course, so 2 laps again. And I think he still had 1.3 miles, didn't he, Jimmy, when we went around the stern of committee boat?
Yes, 1.3 and back to the same heading. So fingers crossed it stays there. We get a half-decent race in for the final race.
Still 6 over 2, so just 2 laps.
What's the breeze, Doll? It's about 7 or 8 knots.
Yeah, it's filled in a little bit, but, it's just changing all the time. It's not really much consistency to it. Still pretty patchy. So we're probably not far from about to go into signals. There we go. 5 minutes to go.
5 minutes for the final heat of the 18-foot skiff championships for the Australian title. 2026. Breeze of southeast about 6 to 8 knots at best. Points are such that it's between really Shaw and Partners, GC Sales, Balmain and Yandu. That 9th that Yandu got was quite critical in that last race, but he's got to win, basically win today in the second race. What will a second do for him? Well, it depends where everyone else finishes, of course. So let's not get too complicated. Let's just watch the race unfold. With 4 minutes to go, we're back at Athelbite off Taronga Park Zoo. And looking at, there's a yacht going upwind. It looks reasonable pressure in the southeast.
The MC38 Ginger, that yacht is.
That's it, yeah. Whether there's wind at the weather mark, it looks as though it's reasonably set in up there.
And round in the left, looking at that Macca 38, isn't it, Jimmy?
I think they're just a bit stalled head to wind,
Stalled head to wind a bit? Oh, they are slow, aren't they?
Yeah. So does we go down that leeward end again? But they got away with it last time, didn't they? The boats down there.
Yep.
Yeah, led by Fisher Pike-Hal, and who was the other one that was down there? I think the Kitchen Maker was the other one that was down there, Shippo.
Yep. Looking upwind here, Dole, where we are. Look at those boats in Double Bay. There's a couple of yachts up there, well heeled.
Pretty much southerly,
Southerly,
in there,
yeah,
isn't it?
It is.
And a bit of pressure by the looks. A couple of Elliott match racing boats out of one of the clubs. Elliott Sevens.
Okay, final race of this Australian title. It's about 2.5 minutes away from starting. 2-lapper. Course set at 110 degrees and 1.3 miles. That's the distance to the weather mark and direction. And there's breeze hasn't lifted off here at the starting line, which it did in the first race today, but it's reasonably solid, probably 7 or 8 knots, which is good news.
It's pretty nice right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, breeze filling in from
The right.
south-southeast right
Look at
now.
these boats up here.
Yeah,
They're
that's
very,
what I'm looking at.
Very
Yep.
high on the right.
Yep.
So I
The
think,
weather reading at Sydney Airport, which is a bit south of here,
yeah,
is 17 knots from the southeast currently.
that's
So,
pretty handy. Yeah, they're starting to get a little bit
Fresh for the big rig.
fresher here.
Yeah.
Okay, still got tide ebbing till about 4 o'clock, I think. Is that right, Jimmy? 4 o'clock.
10 past 4.
Okay. So time here in Sydney is just after 2 o'clock, so all going well. The race should be over before that big cruise liner departs Circular Quay. We're just coming up to the 1 minute signal.
Yeah, well and truly, if this breeze holds in, we'll be done in half an hour with this race.
Yep.
35 minutes.
1 minute to go. Now, a few down at that leeward end again. Up the windward end is Balmain and Lazarus. Down the leeward end is Rag and Famish, Balmain.
GC Sales, and I think perhaps the Prince is down there too.
Vycobi.
The Black Knight on port down at the pin end as well.
35 seconds.
Fair way off the line.
Well, Smeg's trying to get advanced down there. Okay, right up the windward end is the winner of the first race today, Club Marine, Emma Rankin. Smeg's well advanced in the line. We've got 10 seconds to go. Well, Kitchen Maker's put the foot down in the middle. Oh, they're going to be early.
Yeah,
aren't
the
they?
Kitchen Maker's going to
Yeah.
be over. Oh, they've all gone. They've all gone.
Yeah, individual. Okay, we're away.
That'll be interesting because I could see about at least 4 that were over there if
Well,
they identified them all.
Let's see what happens here.
Royal Oak's coming back.
Shaw and Partners in a bit of trouble with the starboard tackers.
Oh, big squeeze.
Okay, Royal Oak's come back. Was it the Kitchen Maker look well advanced also?
Oh, they were the most over.
They're almost back at the Kitchen Maker head office
And
at Brookvale.
I thought Lazarus were over as well as the Royal Oak. Royal Oak are the only boat to have returned.
Fisher Pike
Pike.
almost capsized in the middle of the line.
Managed to save it, I think.
Went to duck a starboard tacker, I think. Okay, we're away.
So
Out.
Kitchen Maker returning now.
We'll watch whether the flag goes down. Kitchen Maker definitely going back. Royal Oak went back. Well positioned are the Black Knight in the middle of the line. They got a good start. That's them just right of screen. Yandu handy also. Okay, here's the Black Knight stepping out very nicely.
Oh, look, mate. Yep, flags
That's it,
down.
flags
Okay,
down.
so everyone's in play. Kitchen Maker went back. Royal Oak went back. The rest of the fleet are on their way up the first beat of the final heat.
A nice breeze filling in down the harbour now. Looking good, shippers, looking good.
Yep. Club Marine, Lazarus and Yandu. Trying to get out in the middle of the harbour to get that right-hand shift. Killer Coffee having their day in the sun.
Yep. And Shaw and Partners in play. There they are, the leeward boat. They're in play, but I think these windward boats have got a fair advantage.
Yeah, they certainly have.
So the ones he's in play with really are Yandu and Balmain. Both of those boats doing better right now.
Well, the one that's punched out and stepped out quite nicely is the Black Knight.
The Black Knight, yep.
They are flying again. Well, those the fleet that want to get out into the breeze. That's where the breeze is, in the middle or to the right of the harbour, down near Clark Island. Ballard, Balmain, Smeg. Smeg just making life difficult for Balmain. Balmain trying to punch through to leeward of him. Not an easy position to be in. So the race is on really to Clark Island, and it's Shaw and Partners are the most advanced in the right, and the breeze is good here, Dol. It's 10, 11 knots, perhaps maybe 10.
Shaw and Partners have ground really good height from the leeward edge and just sailed up underneath the majority of the fleet's bows. If they can get a header over near Clark Island here, just starting to get a bit now, they should tack onto a nice right-hand shift.
They're going to try and cross the fleet.
I think they're just starting to set up now. We'll see them in a moment.
Nice little bits of pressure coming around the side of Clark Island where they're approaching, but off camera, that's the Germans to windward. Club Marine.
Bit of a slow tack from Shaw and Partners,
So
just missed the edge of the pressure.
They'll be behind Club Marine, behind Black Knight, behind Kobe. Yeah. There's one over there behind Lazarus and behind Sixth.
And even the trailing boats are going to be.
They don't look good going back. They don't
almost worth a dig back again.
Yeah, they went back on a real bad one. This is the fleet going into the right, trying to find something to go back on. Leading this pack is Sixth. Lazarus is bailed out. It's not a good one going back on starboard.
Black Knight peeling off now, going now.
But it's out in the middle, it's the big foot. Oh, he just stubbed his toe a little. Smeg are prominent. Yandu going right in towards Bradley's. They've really got to pull the rabbit out of the hat in this race.
Two boats coming out of the hard left were Bigfoot and the Brisbane 18-footers also looking very good.
Yeah, the breeze got into the left, didn't it? It's a punishing one going back on starboard. Oh, it's hurtful. Very hurtful. So the Bigfoot leads.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Is that the Brisbane 18-footer second with the dark sails?
Yeah.
And then Balmain are up there as well. Look at Yandu.
I'm not saying anything about that boat. just putting it out in the universe. The one I'm not talking about.
Oh, Yandu are prominent after not a great start.
Yeah, they've worked their way through nicely.
Yeah. Balmain a shaky old tack up there. Yandu are not going to be far off the lead. Oh, this is interesting. They look quick, Yandu, at the moment. They've wriggled their way up into the top three.
Top mark back in its original position.
Yeah, and good breeze too. None of the letdowns of the last race at the moment. Okay, he comes to the right is Yandu, just gone behind the big foot.
And Yandu looking like they're committing to this right-hand shore.
And it looks good pressure. I don't know about the height, but it's all about pressure.
I think that's the right thing to do, is get over here to the right.
I do too, Jimmy, but it's a tough one to commit to when all your opposition are out on the other side. Sort of putting it all on black, hoping for the best.
There's a reason why Kilo used to call this the Dardanelles coming up through here, so...
There's Yandu there, still on port tack and lifting a little.
Good line coming down to them in about 30 seconds, Shippo.
Yeah, it's a beauty. They could probably tack into that, but...
Yeah, it'll be a header though.
That's the only problem.
They will lift hard on it now when it hits them. It's coming from their left-hand side.
Yeah,
Not going to last
missed
long.
They missed most of it, I think. They missed most of it.
You can see Balmain managed to hook onto it with big height and speed.
So it's topsy-turvy again. It's Lazarus going out to the left off camera. There's the Bigfoot. So Balmain again right up there.
Shore and Partners not too far behind Balmain. There's the Lazarus coming.
It's good.
Lazarus are heading right out into the middle again.
Look at this breeze coming around Point Piper where Balmain are just about to tack into.
It's gusty though, Pete.
Yeah, and there's a big lull ahead of them. Ugh. Oh,
Balmain's going to be on a huge header.
Yeah.
The Brisbane 18-footers tacking onto a big header.
Luca Gambacordi's got the foot down. Where's he been? The 18-footer bar and restaurant. He's second. Send a Luca. Fantastic. Hold your nerve.
All compressing over on this right-hand edge. Yandu decided they didn't want any part of that. They're just legging it towards the island.
Just relying on boat speed, I think. And if they can come back on a nice port tack, it'll be in pretty good shape. But at the moment, it's the Bigfoot. Bag and covers the leader. There's Yandu. Shore and Partners still buried.
There's the live leaderboard was just on screen, confirming 18-footers bar and grill is in second.
Okay, Yandu is tacked, and that's the Brisbane 18-footer they're going behind. We can't see them now. There they are. There's the dip. Yeah, the breeze a lot more in the left dial, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Really spiky pressure.
Okay, Yandu are across the 18-footer bar and restaurant. So Yandu probably third. And they're about, the leader is the, certainly the Bigfoot bags and covers, Dave Hayter. They're about 80 metres or less from the windward mark the first time. And there's reasonable pressure. That's our race leader, not far off attack to lay into this port rounding. There they go.
Tacked for it. Bad tack from the 18-footer bar and grill there was expensive.
They're probably so excited to be up there, I think.
They dropped the main sheet, unfortunately.
Okay, well, we're concentrating on the Bigfoot. Bags and covers. Dave Hayter and Trent and Elliot, they're around. Nice little lead. Just a bear away set. They're back to the starting area. Second is Yandu. Oh, in a good gust too. Okay, they're around.
About a 13-second gap there.
Okay, and here comes the 18-footer bar and restaurant. Oh no, that's
the Brisbane 18-footers.
Where did our 18-footer mates go? Oh, back. Okay, Lazarus Okay, he's come good again. Tom Kunick with 4th. Then Balmain 5. Smeg will be next, 6. And then the 18-footer bar and restaurant after them. Smeg, Ash Rooklands around. Now the 18-footer. And then just tacking in short of the mark is Shaw and Partners. They'll get round inside GC Sales. So he's got a bit of work to do, Kegs, to Keegan, to get up into the major placings.
They do, and it's not going to be a long race, this one.
No.
The Black Knight around ahead of 6.
6. Club Marine, Killer Coffee, then Vycobi. Oh, 6.
Oh, the Killer Coffee, that was a...
6th in trouble also. Club Marine a bit wobbly. Killer Coffee wobbly. Okay, Ballard Properties. Beck Hancock. And then following up will be the Royal Oak. Gotcha for Life. Rag and Famish back again.
They're back, yeah.
Not having a good regatta.
Looking down course, the Bigfoot Bags and Covers holding their own.
Yeah. Bit softer down there though. Okay, so Fisher Paykel still to go round the weather mark. Also the Kitchen Maker. So they've a couple of tail end Charlies. So how we attack this run is going to be very vital.
Yeah, we've got a bit of rain again, so the breeze has filled in. Come through with the rain, which is good. Should follow them down the harbour. It's a matter of picking their way, jibing on the pressure. But Bigfoot Bags and Covers are definitely the hunted with Yandu, looking to try and get the race win and then just seeing how the cards fall behind them. Bigfoot's jibed.
It's 1st and 2nd there.
Matched with Yandu matching their angle. Crunching the numbers there, Shippo. If Yandu win, where do Balmain and Shaw and Partners need to finish? Shaw and Partners need to finish better than 5th, I think. Is that right?
Yep.
I think that's right.
How about our friends from Balmain? They're still in the hunt.
Yeah. They dropped their 8th. So they go to 13. Maybe go to 14. Yeah, well, won't get too excited too early, but it's a good race. Again, we've seen some terrific racing so far. Keep saying it's been very difficult conditions. But the Bigfoot leads.
Yeah, they're hanging on nicely.
Yeah, all pretty even down here in angle and speed.
Yandu are starting to just close down that gap a little though. We know they're quick upwind, especially once they get some clear air ahead of them. That gap's starting to close down pretty quickly now.
Okay, they're approaching the gate, and yeah, Yandu has closed it up.
Lazarus have done very well too, Shippo.
Yep, having a good day out.
To a solid 3rd spot now.
Which gate do we go to? It's hard to tell. And left looks a bit closer, I think. Left-hand gate, does it? Maybe not.
No, I think it's a right-hand turn.
Yeah. Looks like both boats are going to the right-hand gate. Bigfoot leads still. That's the gap. Pressure's on the Bigfoot team.
Leaving it as late as they dare.
They're dropping, Yandu, dropping about 3 or 4 boat lengths behind them. Okay, Bigfoot's round. Spinnaker on board.
Oh, up you go, boys. Come on.
Yeah. Yandu breathing down their neck. I think you've got to get out quick as you can from under Bradley's head here.
Yeah, super low angle.
Yeah, that's what Yandu are doing, tacking at the mark.
Straight away, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the move. And then barreling in third is Lazarus. So which mark's he going? He's going to the right hand.
I think he'll come up. He'll come up and take the right.
Yeah. I think Bigfoot went maybe gone a little bit far, but he's got okay. He's got not that much breeze. Yandu got straight out into the middle.
Yeah, that was a big advantage to Yandu.
There's a live leaderboard for the viewers at home.
Lazarus third. So
Brisbane 18-footers.
They got in front of Balmain, and Balmain a tight lay here. They've got the crew under pressure on the Balmain.
No pressure on Lockie here.
No.
Yeah. I'll give you plenty of time, mate. Yeah.
Oh. And then trying to duck up inside them. The Smegger got inside them with a tidy rounding. Yeah, that was a bit untidy from Balmain. Left it tight lay line, then left the drop late. Then here comes Luca Gambacorti in the 18-footers. He survived the first run. Good on him.
Yeah, they had a couple of hiccups there, but they've recovered well.
Yeah. The next with the white spinnaker is who we got? The
GC Sales, Shippo.
All right, I think they needed a good performance to challenge for the points lead.
Just behind him is Shaw and Partners, so they need to pass some boats too.
Yeah. He's really got to do better than fifth, Keegan, to improve his points. At the moment, he's struggling to do that. Surely he's not going to the other mark. It looks well behind. No, he's going to jibe, I think. Yep. And behind Shaw and Partners is Vycobi. Yeah, well. Vycobi drops. Shaw and Partners still got to get the spinnaker down. Come on. Okay, so Shaw and Partners are 9, Vycobi 10. Oh, come on, Tommy Anderson got to get that spinnaker down. It's caught.
And the next round behind them will be the Black Knight.
Black Knight.
So all those boats not doing enough right now.
No. Shaw and Partners still not comfortable. They've just tacked off camera. There's the Black Knight. He's about 11th. Club Marine won the first race today, back in about 12th position. Then Ballard Properties are there, and 6th also. The Killer Coffee, Fisher Paykel. That blue spinnaker belongs to 6th. They ripped their spinnaker in the first race, so they've got a replacement spinnaker. And then in the inside of them, the light blue hull is Ballard Properties. Beck Hancock just going round, 6th around the outside. Oh, Killer Coffee going for the other mark, are they? Gee,
yeah, it's just a bit congested.
Maker and the Rag and Fanish.
A lot of congestion on the right-hand mark, so they took that other option.
Yeah, I think Yandu's move was correct. Tack the mark and get out, but at the moment we're on the final beat of the final race of the Australian Championship. All eyes are on Yandu.
They've taken a little step out, back on starboard tack now, coming back towards Bigfoot bags and covers. But I think
they're across.
They're well across, I think.
Yeah, I think Yandu leads. That's what he's got to do to take the championship. Recovered from an average start and has now got his nose in front. Once they get in front, they are often hard to beat, but they've got halfway up the final beat. The breeze is in now. It's still about 9 or 10 knots, maybe a bit more in the spiky gusts. But Yandu tacking to cover, I'd say. He won't let him go. He knows what he's got to do for sure.
You just keep them tucked away.
Okay, off camera, Bigfoot's coming back to intersect with him. Still pretty tight.
Nice even pressure up this Point Piper shore this time. The breeze has filled in nicely, not as patchy as we had on the last beat. Much more settled in. And
Yandu, a boat length or so in front.
Breeze is around a little more in the left too, so filled in and a little bit left.
Nice pressure too now. Sun coming out for the first time this weekend. The rain hopefully gone away. And Yandu leads narrowly over the Bigfoot. Bags and covers from Queensland. What's been impressive, Dole, I think, is the non-Sydney boats' performance at this short regatta, hasn't it?
Indeed, yeah. All those Queensland boats.
They're on the pace. They're on the pace.
The Black Knight.
Augurs well for the JJ Giltland Championship, and you throw the New Zealanders into the mix. Could be
going to be a great regatta.
Super contest. Oh, Yandu moving into their work nicely now. They've opened up just in that little short period of time, and Lazarus.
Yeah, once they've got a clear lane and they can go where they want to go, they're pretty consistent, those boys.
Lazarus second this morning in the first race today, and then now up in third.
Excellent work from the Bigfoot bags and covers guys. I'm sure Mark Sear is watching from home or the office. He'll be cheering his boys on. Long-time supporter of skiff sailing in Australia. And now Bigfoot tacking back to intersect again. So they're trading opposite tacks at the moment, which is quite interesting because someone's got to be on the favoured tack and someone's not. I think right now it looks like Yandu on the favoured tack. They look quite high on port.
Yeah. It's a bit slow there, Bigfoot, and after that tack. Still up and down.
Now they've hooked onto a nice little one and closed the gap.
Closed it up. Very close here. They might have a piece of Yandu here. No, Yandu's just got a puff at the right time for them. Still a boat length or two in it.
Nice sailing from Dave Hayter. He's really been quite consistently keeping that boat nice and flat and steady. Good speed.
Yeah, they're not giving anything away. They're not overawed by the situation. This is a very good race once more. We've seen it all through this 5-race regatta. Coming around the bow slightly of Yandu. Yandu now gets that lifting pressure. Pretty parallel. Well, Yandu a little bit higher now, so it's up and down. The breeze look okay, doesn't it, Dol, to the weather mark?
Pretty steady now. We do have a ferry about to come through. It's going to create a bit of wash for the boys.
So about 200 metres from the weather mark, and then the run to the finish to decide the champion for this year.
Oh, ferry's very kindly taken a left turn and given them a bit of space. There it goes now. Always one of the challenges of sailing on Sydney Harbour.
Got to get used to that. Just a little down now for Yandu, just in that ferry wake and lee. Bigfoot, he's quick down there. He's done a tack any moment. There he goes. So I think Yandu, what will he do? It'll extend a little and It's still tight.
Yeah, Dave will probably lead Mika back out to this right-hand side.
Okay, Yandu tacking. Off camera. There's Bigfoot, there's Yandu.
As you can see, folks, it's turned into a surprisingly nice day here
Lovely
on the
afternoon.
harbour. The sun's now out, the breeze is filled in. Racing superb.
Great light for photographers, I think, Doc.
Yes, apparently. Great light. We'll expect to see those beautiful photos later.
Okay, so Bigfoot will come back with starboard tack rights, but I think it's still close. Yandu, Bigfoot tacks now. What's Yandu going to do? Yandu's going to tack short of him.
I think Bigfoot was a bit generous there, Shippo,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
gave him a bit of room on the inside.
Well, he
really.
certainly overstood.
Absolutely. But he's trying to roll down and cross him, but he won't get there, I don't think. Yandu will... Look, that's how close it is. Bow to bow, really. Okay, the run to the finish is on. Yandu straight into the set, as is Bigfoot. Bang, up they go. Good set on Yandu. Okay, Bigfoot. Just get that sheet on. And then third, not far off, is Lazarus. Balmain will be fourth. They've had a consistent regatta. And then
They're sailing well.
the Brisbane 18s will be next. Then perhaps Smeg, GC Sails, and the 18-footer still hanging in there. No sign of Shaw and Partners. They're well back.
I can see them through there, mate.
9th or 10th, I'd say.
And they're just about to cross in front of the Black Knight.
Yeah.
So both those guys are out of contention now.
Yeah.
Simo jibe between the two leaders.
Yeah, just talk about breathing down your neck. Okay.
Yeah, quite a battle going on.
Yeah.
Interestingly,
Interestingly,
that I don't mention, Doc.
how are they going, mate? But while those two are battling it out, it's leaving Lazarus to sail their own race and just look for their pressure and sail where they want to go.
The other thing I've just seen, definitely not on camera, Shippo, is down near Fort Dennis and is the warship Sycamore outbound. So whether they're coming all the way out, they could play into this right at the finish line.
Oh dear.
Smeg just nosedived at the top mark. Not
They
on
capsized?
screen. Yeah,
They did, mate, yeah.
big nosedive.
Oh, dear.
We just saw a very ordinary jibe from Lazarus, and meanwhile, Balmain are on an absolute belter of a gust, coming in very quickly.
Well, certainly hasn't been Smeg's regatta. Another capsize today, but these are the leaders. And they've really been pushed hard by Lazarus, just about 50 metres astern. Balmain now, Yandu now getting the bow down. Balmain's the worry. They're going out to the right, looking downwind.
And they've hooked onto some nice pressure. If they can continue to jibe onto some good breeze, they could well be a threat here.
Well, that's the thing. These two can just get caught up
Yeah,
in their own little
their
battle.
own little battle, and they slip.
Balmain off camera in plenty of pressure.
Chippo, you look deep in thought trying to
I'm
crunch
just
the
looking,
numbers there,
I'm just
mate.
looking at how Balmain are faring, but they're probably 22. They've probably got a win. So
Yeah, they need to beat Yandu,
yeah,
which is doable right now. They're in the hunt.
they're absolutely smoking down here
They
towards
are.
Bradley's.
If they can jibe, there's another nice line of pressure they've jibed onto now.
And just behind them is that the Brisbane 18s, is it?
It is.
Okay, well, here are the two leaders.
Jimmy's tip of the day.
Yeah, Bigfoot trying to get above Yandu. They'll be nervously looking. There's the orange spinnaker of Balmain.
Maybe they will speak to me after today, after this second race result.
And the other one in the mix is Lazarus. Tom Koenig, look at Tom. And Balmain. Can Balmain cross? Look at this. This is game on here, Dol.
Balmain can at least jibe on top of these guys.
And
There's a warship.
Navy
Warship's coming out. Balmain's
Balmain
setting
gonna
up the
jibe,
jibe.
I think, yeah.
I would have liked to have seen them just go a little bit further, to be honest. But anyway, they've made their call.
But look at Lazarus, and they've dropped off the big foot a little, but he's still delivered. Balmain, a great jibe. Game on to the finish. We're about 400 metres from the finish of the final heat. Balmain, Yandu, Lazarus, Bigfoot.
I think Balmain's on a lay here, Shippo.
I think they're underlaid, Jimmy, even.
That's what they like to see. Henry Larkins, Tom Grimes, Lockie Pryor.
They could steal a march here, because if
Look
they
at this, they could
if
really
they win and Lazarus gets in between, I think that'll give it to them, Pete.
Let's not get too excited. No, I think it'll still be with. They'll go to 22. They'll be equal with Keegan, Shaw, Putters. Anyway, let's see what's happening here. It's Balmain. I'm going to lead them home at the moment. Balmain leads. They're laying the finishing line. 200 metres to go. The challenging pack are coming, hammering at them. Lazarus, Yandu and Bigfoot. Well, this is something else. What do we got here, Dol? Balmain are laying the finishing line.
Bigfoot bags and covers is dropping their spinnaker. That's
yeah,
how underlaid.
So they're underlaid.
They've overcooked it. Okay, stand by. Well, they've been there all regatta. Balmain.
They're on a very tight lane too, but they're going to get there.
Lazarus was going to be second. Look at that. Well done. Balmain. Balmain first. Yeah, big way from the boys. Lazarus second. Yandu third. And the
Brisbane 18 footers.
Brisbane 18 snuck in front of their stablemate. The Bigfoot will be fifth. Well, another outstanding race from Balmain. Well, what does that mean? Let's have a look at this, Dol.
To me, it gives it to Balmain by a point, but you check my maths, mate.
Well, I just see Balmain get first, so they'll go to 22 and drop an 8. You with me there, they say? You with me? So that's 14.
I've got them on 14 and I've got Yandu on 15.
Yeah, but Keegan will be on 14 also.
Well, Keegan... Oh, okay, hang on.
So he won't count today, this race. So he'll remain...
He'll go...
2, 4, 3 and 5. He'd be 14 as well, won't he?
No, because he's currently dropping... sorry. No, you might be right.
No, this will be his drop. This will be Keegan's drop as we watch GC Sales go across the line.
So you're right, he'll be on 14 as well.
GC Sales is next. So
But,
it'll be a tie.
but he hasn't had a win, so that'll give it to Balmain on account back.
Yeah, GC Sales is good regatta for them, 6th. Next will be, who we got, Vycobi, is it, I think?
That's it, yeah.
Vycobi, 7th.
And then we will have Shaw and Partners.
Shaw and Partners. Well, I think unofficially.
I think provisionally I've got Balmain winning on account back.
Yeah, equal on 14 points with Shaw and Partners. Yandu, where would they end up? Where'd they end up in that race? 3rd. So that would make them, 3rd would be...
They'll be on 15 points, I think.
They'd be 3rd on... They might well drop that. They'll be 12, 15. Yep.
15 points,
15,
yep.
So they'll be 3rd. Keegan York has just finished across in 8th position. I think he'll be provisionally runner-up.
That'll be his drop.
And then Club Marine are going to get this one again. Another good effort from Emma, she's going to get there, is she, Jimmy?
Yep, she got there over the Black Knight.
Black Knight.
Another happy result for Emma.
Yeah. Okay, well, time to stop and breathe.
Coco might want to check our maths for us, mate. Report in, Coco.
And who we got here? 6th, is it?
6th, yes, with the blue spinnaker.
So they're 11th. Smeg have recovered from their capsize to be 12th. So let's take a breath and see what all this means. So with Balmain winning a thrilling race, I think provisionally I would think they're going to be the Australian champions. The way we work it out, they would be... So Keegan would drop that, he would stay at 14.
Yeah, I've got them both on 14.
Yeah, Balmain would drop their 8th, so they've got a 3, a 7, a 3 and a 1. That's 4, 4 and 10 is 14. And they've had one win.
And they've got a win. Keegan's only got a 2nd.
Boy, oh boy. That is a fantastic performance. And what a regatta we've had. It's been close every race. And look at the point score. It couldn't be closer. 2 on 14, 1 on 15.
Fantastic racing.
As we're watching, where's our friends in the 18-footer? Did they get lost, did they? There's the
Royal Oak coming over. All the Killer Coffee with a very shaky jibe.
Well, Killer Coffee.
They've survived.
Had a good day out, the Killer Coffee.
Great work.
Yeah, the 18-footers, just seeing them up here, Shippo's still trying to make their way down, so they stubbed their toe.
Oh,
pretty heavy at the end.
Stubbed both their feet, Jimmy. Anyway, they had their moment of glory. So as we watch the Killer Coffee go across, we'll go up and see the provisionally what we think of the champions, I guess. Next to come across the Kitchen Maker and Rag and Famish. Well, they haven't had they've had a rather disappointing regatta.
Now I'm not sure how the boys are on the Balmain with their mathematics. They may not realise.
Well, Grimesy's pretty smart. He never worked out. Let me tell you.
Isn't Lockie a school teacher?
Yeah, but he's a PE teacher, mate. They're not that bright.
Grimesy's an astroscientist or something.
Yeah, I give him full marks.
He'd have all the algorithms sorted out.
Yeah.
But what a thrill for them. If indeed they've won it, we think they have. But boy, talk about consistency. They've had a 3, an 8, a 7, a 3 and a 1.
I think Henry was a Newington boy, so he should be pretty bright.
6.
What's your excuse?
Oh, yeah, I didn't listen, but, you know, I went sailing.
Yeah, Yandu, they just couldn't... they would have needed to do one place better than 3rd.
At the top market looked like they had it in the bag.
Yeah. Look at the breeze. It's up now. The race is over. The series is over. And it's a beautiful day on the harbour now. Clear skies, sun out, breeze up at about southeaster at about 12 to 15 knots.
There are the boys. We're not sure. We'll see if they look excited or not.
Grimesy steering. Yeah, I think they're pretty happy.
We've confirmed, and they look pretty excited. Tommy Grimes is having a bit of a steer.
Well, they've been one of the top performing teams for a number of years, and they've really had their moments, but probably not as consistent as they'd like.
Well, I keep talking them up for the last couple of seasons, and I've given it a bit of a rest.
Stay off them.
Just try and cure the commentator's curse.
Well, I think, as I said earlier, Dol, I think what it does, it sets them up, the regatta up for the JJs terrifically, doesn't it? We see these interstate teams and overseas teams able to compete with the top boys from the Sydney fleet, and you add in the New Zealanders when they get here, it's going to be a good regatta. As long as we get some decent breezes and not too much of the autumn breeze, which sometimes can be a bit soft.
Yeah, well, our weather has been so unpredictable of late. It's pretty hard to figure what we might get. Boys really inside out now. They're on top of the big rig. range, quite a bit of breeze filtering down from Rose Bay. One more tack.
Yeah.
One more tack and they'll start heading in.
I think it's just going for a jolly up the harbour. There's tack to reach into the club. And
Grimesy on the helm, he'd be giving Henry a bit of stick, saying, well, this is pretty easy. Don't know what you've been complaining about.
I thought that my whole career, Dol.
so the other boat that went well today was Lazarus.
They did have a good day, didn't they?
A bit unlucky in the first race to have a big lead and then get run down. So he had 2 seconds today. Club Marine, Emma Rankin, a first and a 9th. So she won a heat of the Australian title, which is not easy to do. Here's the champ.
Another smart bloke thinks that Balmain won on account back that he makes it. So, and that'd be Jack Andrew.
Yeah, well, they tied on points, yeah.
Well, me and Shippo worked it out before he did, mate. So,
so Newington and you, is it?
so yeah, Jack doing the scoring for us today.
Well, they had a job to do at the windward mark the last time. I think they were about 4th there, Balmain, but just sailed an exceptionally good downwind leg. That last one, picked it well, jived at the right time.
Boys right alongside us now.
He doesn't know, they don't know. We better probably keep it provisional because we don't want any. There might be a few snakes in the grass that we don't know about. But
there could be protests and things that we don't know
we'll
about. So it is
provisionally.
provisional.
They look pretty happy. I think they probably are aware. But we've seen it before. That when we think there's a winner, there's not quite the boat we think it is. But all right, Dol, well, let's sum up now. I think the whole regatta and give us your thoughts.
Well, great regatta for a start. I mean, only 3 days. We had super interesting weather, which certainly threw some cats amongst the pigeons. But you know, the upside, I think, for what we've got coming up in the big, couple of weeks of racing, and then we go to the JJs. Obviously, is the level of competition is just so even. In the past, we always seem to have standouts. I think this year the level is a lot more even. I think we could see any number of boats contend for the championships, and also, what a great thing to see these boats come from interstate. The Germans from Germany as well. We're going to have the Kiwis coming, and we've got a few British boats, I think, Jimmy, and few more internationals.
The House.
The Hoffel House.
Yes.
So yeah, just fantastic, Pete. What a great season we're having.
Jimmy, your overview, I think, pretty concur with what Dol has had to say.
Oh, absolutely. The part that blew me away this Australian title, Shippo, was the quality of the Queensland fleet, how they've lifted as a whole. It's so good to see another state take it with 2 hands and lift it, and it's going really well, and to the point where GC Sales could have almost won that Australian title. So there's plenty to keep an eye on, and it's been seeing first, like Club Marine, Emma Rankin being a first to win a heat of the Aussie title was pretty cool to see
highlight.
As well. Oh,
definitely
huge
a highlight today.
Yeah. I know the team at Club Marine will be doing cartwheels over that. So.
All right. Well, I think that's a fair summary, and I think it's provisionally, if we say Balmain to the Australian champions, so Henry Larkins, Lockie Pryor, and Tom Grimes sincere congratulations, but also to the other teams that were up there, Shaw and Partners, the Germans, the Black Knight, Yandu at times, not their best regatta, but they certainly won the first race in convincing style. And some other boats, Emma Rankin, as you said, on Club Marine, terrific for them to get a win of the heat, and then Lazarus today. So plenty to like about a lot of these boats. And then even our friends who got fourth today, the Killer Coffee, got fourth in the first race today. So everyone's pretty much had their day, but the day really belonged to Balmain, an outstanding last race, outstanding last leg. And I think, Jimmy, are we back next Sunday? We got a club race next Sunday? Do we know?
I believe we do.
Australia Day
we do.
weekend?
No, the club is racing. We're not live streaming on Australia Day.
But on the Sunday?
On the Sunday we will be.
Okay. So we're back for a club race, normal time in Sydney for a 2:15 start. So those that took a sickie on Monday, I think you would have enjoyed it. We've certainly enjoyed bringing it to you. We've enjoyed bringing the whole regatta to you because it's been an outstanding success. It's outstanding racing. And the boats that were probably the most outstanding won the day. A lot to like about, a lot to look forward to the big championship come early March when the JJ Gilton commences. But next week we're back for club racing, so we hope you can join us then. So we're going to have a bit of a rest. So on behalf of all the Sail Media team, Piers, Sam, Jono and Chits, who work behind the scenes to bring this all to you, and to Jimmy and Dolly, we thank you all. And as always, I'm sure you've enjoyed it. We've certainly enjoyed bringing it to you. Until next Sunday, on behalf of all the team, the Sail Media team, Peter Shipway, a very good afternoon from what is now a very sunny Sydney Harbour.